Tonight, less than 2 weeks remain before St. Paul leaders plan to clear the city's biggest encampment. They're citing health and safety concerns, and just last night, city leaders announced funds to expand shelter space. But many of those in the encampment, well, they worry about what that means for them in the future. Raya Katene joins us in the newsroom with the latest on that. Raya.
Well, Kevin, the city says there have been more than 850 emergency calls at encampments over the past year or so, including fire and medical incidents. The city council just approved transferring more than $1 million to make more beds available at shelters as they prepare for a potential influx of people. What comes next for the people living at this park is still a question mark for the people themselves.
You would take away home.
Pig's Eye Park is home to the biggest encampment in St. Paul, where the city says more than 120 people experiencing homelessness are living in tents.
I'd much rather be here than most of the shelters. Here, at least, they can't tell me to leave.
Adam hasn't had permanent housing since 2024 and has lived here since November.
I froze both feet, so I lost 2 toes last winter.
Still, he says he's grateful for the freedom and the community he's built.
Get to know your neighbors, you know the community, you have a community that you wouldn't have if you're constantly going from corner to corner every night.
Adam is one of the many people who packed City Hall on Wednesday to oppose Mayor Kaliher's plan of closing the city's 3 encampments, starting on August 5th with Pig's Eye Park.
How that makes me feel that I cannot even live in my own city, in my own backyard.
People will die. My friends and neighbors will die.
Some opposed to the mayor's plan say some people don't feel welcomed or safe at shelters and that long-term solutions should be the priority. Meanwhile, the city says the closures are part of the mayor's plan to implement long-term solutions, including expanding services and alternative housing options, but that living in public spaces like parks is unsafe.
We went to higher ceilings for more space, windows for trauma-informed.
Preparations to welcome in more people at Union Gospel Mission Twin Cities Men's Shelter are underway, where CEO Pam Stigora-Agsberg says they've recently added 50 more beds and are ready to help.
We are both expecting an increase and we are hopeful there'll be an increase because we want an opportunity for people to take that first step, and we will walk alongside them.
We're here to welcome them, and I'm there letting them know.
Chaplain Sammy Watkins is spending time at the encampments to let people know help is available.
Behind every tent is a story and a person.
As they figure out what comes next.
We don't really know. We end up in the same situation.
I also heard from the Salvation Army today. They tell me their shelters are operating at maximum capacity each night, but there is space at their adult rehabilitation center, which is a free program to help people who are dealing with addiction. Kevin.
They're adding the beds, but many would argue this may be a temporary fix to a